I'm Dan Galusha and welcome to another edition of Shootin' Plink. Hey, we're here at Cedar Oaks and I'm throwing knives again, but that isn't just any knife. We actually had the first version of it on here a while back. It was the JXE JXO Thunder. This is the new improved one. I'm going to grab those, get the old ones. We're going to go back there and talk a little bit about them and then throw them together and see what happens. It's nice and shady in here, as you can tell. It's dark, which is kind of nice because the temperature's up in the mid-80s today. Late spring. But anyway, these are the new ones. These are the new Thunder, the JXE JXO Thunder. I'm going to get one of the old ones out here, and I'm also going to get one out and show you what happened. And I've refiled this down, but the tip broke off completely. It was right across like this, and I reground it down and made a tip out of it. But here is the old one. Now I'm going to bring those up close and show you. Here's the new and the old. Now, as I said, this is the old style, about the same length. As you can see, the body part of it is definitely thinner over here, and the point is much sharper. Both of those things are making this great for no-spin throwing. Now this one, you'll notice the thick edge, it has a thin edge. Now we talked about that before in the review of this, where actually if you're throwing it, it's a lot better to take this thick edge and have it like this. Well, the whole problem is, if you're doing it fast, you don't look down to see, okay, if I got the thicker. With this one, it's thick all the way on both sides, and even this, and I'll hold it up here, hopefully you can see this, this is actually a little thicker than this one on whichever way you turn it. So that way, and this one's just slightly heavier too, but they're both around 10 inches, which is good. But the no spin on this, and they both throw good no spin, but this one just seems like it just fits better. Here, you can see right here, this is my no spin throw right there. This one, it fits, but this one I can actually go back here. If I want to go back a little further from a different distance, this one goes okay to here. But right in here, you got to get a hold of this. It's just different. I mean, you have to have it in your hand to know what I mean. But this one, the way it's built with this sharper point like that, it just seems like it flies, and it looks more like an arrow. And that's what you need. For no spin, you need something with an arrow design. Now we're going to go take these, and we're going to take all of them, all 6 of them, even the one with a broken point. We're going to go over here and we're going to start throwing. First off, we're going to throw both of them at no spin, and we'll see a difference. And I'm just going to grab this one at random, whether it's one way or the other, just because that's what I want to do to see if there is a difference on them. So we'll turn around here. I'll throw some no spin. Well, one of them I think hit the others, but you can see what happened. We got them in there. Now I'm going to go get them. We're going to throw it a spin. We're going to go back here to about, pretty soon we're going to go to 16 feet. Right now I'm going to throw them over here around 13 feet, and we're going to throw them at a full spin. Now at no spin, like you've seen, they all were pretty much equal. Back here it's a little different because I actually have to hold this different. This one, I have to have it down here a little bit further than what I do on the other one. But we're going to mix them up so that I really don't know exactly what I'm grabbing. Well, 2 of them bounced out, and you've seen the one that hit the other knives. But basically, on the spin itself, I would say that the Thunder, the first version of the Thunder, did a little bit better. All 3 of those are up there. In fact, I think that's what's there. Okay, I was right. All 3 of those is stuck without ricocheting or anything. That was the first version of the Thunder. So I got the other 2 that ricocheted off and bounced out, whatever. By the way, that wood is so dried out, it just don't want to stick right anymore. I'm going to have to get another round. But it's been sitting here all winter. So let's see if I can get a hold of these the way I think they ought to be held, and we'll try to stick them without ricocheting. Okay, I got them stuck, but still, they got to be held a little bit different. You can see that is definitely an underspin on them, where the others are straight in. So in a way, I kind of give the spin from this distance to the first version. So now let's go back to 16 feet and see what they do. We're back here at 16 feet now, and I'll tell you, that thing is so dried out up there that it's hard to stick these with it. But we're going to be throwing them like this. In fact, this is the older one. And we're going to be throwing them at double spin, because we're back here at 16 feet, and that's how I hold them, blade. And you have to have one that's got a dull blade like this. Don't try picking up a kuna and doing this. You just let your hand open. So now, let's get here to around 16 feet, and we'll see what we can do with them. You have to hold them different. You got to know which knife you got. Okay, that one, I didn't stick it because I was holding it different. I'm going to go get it. Now that I got it the right way, we'll see if I can stick it. Yep, I did. So I'll show you the difference on them now. Okay, I picked one up of each, and I'll show you the difference. Here's the first version of the Thunder, and I put the point down to about here on my hand. And of course you want to follow through too. Now this one, I put it up just a little bit higher on the point. I'm getting my thumb right in here into this little diamond area. So there's a difference on throwing it, as you can see, and that's a double spin from 16 feet here. Well, that's the two versions of the Thunder right there, and I think both of them are pretty doggone good. The only thing I should say that this one has had the problem is the fact that the tip is broken off, and I've heard of it happening to others. We haven't thrown them half spin, so what do you say we do that right now? Okay, there was a half spin. So they do about the same on a half spin. It's just like everything else. Depends on which way you're gripping it. Man, that went in deep on that thing. But it just depends on how you're gripping it. Just like I'd said on all the others back there where we were doing double spin, all that, you hold them just a little bit different. It's because of the weight of the knife, and as I said, this one's just a little bit heavier. But as far as no spin goes, they're both pretty good because you have that thickness here. This one's a little bit better, I think, because of the arrow design, and also it's a little bit thicker so you can hold them this way. So until next time, shoot safe and have a great day of plinking.